Welcome back to the channel. Oh my god. Okay, so we hit 100 subscribers last night, which is crazy because I've been doing this now since October, so it's like around 9 months, which like I feel like it's crazy that I've been doing it this long, but it also feels like it's been a lot less time. We're doing a sort of like reintroducing myself because I know that my first ever video was sort of like that, and we're going to do it in the form of a Q&A while I also do my makeup, which is why I'm barefaced and my hair is sort of backed in a clip. We've got some questions to answer, and I'm also just going to talk a bit anyways about myself because you know what, we need to get to know each other. There's a lot of new people here since the first time I did this, so yeah, we're gonna also ignore the fact that it is nearly 7 PM and I'm doing makeup. I think I've run out of primer. It's also not even mine, so oh, that's fine. I don't need this to last because I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing this for the fun of it. But yeah, that is the plan for today's video. I also do apologise that I didn't post last week. I was busy. I was meant to film a week in my life while Sky was here, but I just didn't film anything because she was here. I was also meant to film my prom video, but I didn't, so I was like, I'll just enjoy myself. So, sorry, not much I can do about that. Yeah, so we're going to start with the questions, and I thought it would be a nice question to start us off on because it's about how I got into YouTube. So obviously the full question is, what's the thing that got you into YouTube originally? And I've talked a bit about this before on my first video. I talked about like how I think I talked about how I used to do fake YouTube videos with my sister, and then obviously just being into YouTube anyways. But I thought I could extend on it a bit. I'm going to push my septum in so it doesn't get in the way. But yeah, so when I was younger, I feel like I've always sort of had the want to entertain people, but I've always been sort of too shy to do that. I don't know, which seems really weird because of obviously how I've ended up doing this. But yeah, I always didn't really want to be in front of people, but I always loved making people laugh and things like that. So I was like, me and Mercedes, we used to do like these fake YouTube videos whenever we went to my childminders. I am so upset because obviously all the videos used to be on my iPad, and I've still got the same iPad, but I don't have any of the videos, which is so sad. But then also it's probably a good thing because the digital footprint on those would go crazy. But yeah, we used to have a joint channel. Like, we used to be a little duo. We called ourselves Sisters. I don't know where that came from. I look dead already. Gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna move this back here because I look bold. Yeah, I don't really know where that came from. I don't know who came up with it, but yeah, we were called Sisters, and it was definitely something. Yeah, so that's kind of like how I got into knowing that I wanted to do something like that. But then I stopped that for a while. I became a lot more antisocial, believe it or not, over the years. And then I started watching UK YouTube like full time. I think it was like late 2024 probably. I started getting into UK YouTube, and I was like, I really want to be like these people. Like, these people are so cool. I'd love to do YouTube. And then I didn't actually make a move on that until 2025, which is crazy. But I never really knew how to start. I wanted to stream for a while too. Like in 2023, I think, I was obsessed with James's streams. Was it 2023 that he streamed? He might have stopped streaming before then. But it was whenever James was still streaming, I really wanted to be a streamer. I did a tiny bit of streaming, and then obviously I didn't have the stuff for it, so I couldn't really do it. But then I was like, hey, YouTube might be easier but then I never did anything about that. I did a lot of stuff on TikTok actually. I kind of like, I think it was the fact that I became known from, obviously I did a lot of TikToks about when I made the Bach and Arthur chessboard, and then after the show, and also recently, I can confirm, I thought it was all in my head that I was known as the chessboard girl, but I posted a TikTok, it must have been yesterday as well, and it was like, oh, if you're a fan of these UK YouTubers, you should subscribe to me, I'm close to 100, whatever, and someone commented, it's the chessboard girl, and I was like, yeah, it is. Like, I think it's so funny that that has become like a part of who I am, and to be fair, if that hadn't have happened, if Arthur didn't know about the chessboard, if they ain't got me on stage, whatever, I don't think I would have, like, I mean, I'd already started YouTube by then, but I don't think I would have, like, excelled, one of the words, like, as much as I have, and kept the confidence also, because when I first started, I think my first video was in October, like, I posted it in October while I was still editing the Bach and Arthur one, but I think by then I was still quite unsure, but then going on stage, filming TikToks and seeing the reactions to that, where people were like, you were so iconic, really helped to boost the confidence a bit, boost the ego. So yeah, that was really nice, and I think that's really what helped me get into doing YouTube. Oh, okay, a question that kind of ties in to where I was going with that conversation was, right, there's an ice cream van outside, that's just what I needed. What are your hopes for your channel? I think it's sort of also something that I've touched upon before on the first video, with what I want to be doing with my channel. But I don't think I really extended on it that much, but so I'll do that now. I think a lot of the videos that I've done already, like all the vlog style videos, are what I wanted to do originally, but I think now that I've done those, I want to, because I think it's always good to find a new niche in whatever you do, so I don't really want to be doing the vlog style videos forever, because there's so much more that I can do, which is also why I tried the gaming video one time, and I think we all know how that turned out. It didn't really go well, but also that just means that there's room for improvement, that I can do that again. I'll just have to find a different way to do it, because it was my laptop that was the issue. There wasn't screen recording properly, and yeah, so that was all that issue was. I can fix that. I'll find a new way to do it. I think I also want to do different style videos. Like, I don't just want to do gaming. I have like a notes app like thing with a lot of video ideas that I want to do, which I've completed a lot of the ones that I wanted to do, because obviously it was all like the vlog stuff, and you know, like the Bach and Arthur show, the Useless Hotline show, James's London gig, so I did all those, which obviously are the vlog style videos, and I was like, there's so much more that I want to do, I feel. Like, I tried at one point to do a Reddit video, but then I never actually ended up doing it, so my bad. So that's sort of what I want to do in terms of like actual videos. My hopes for my whole channel is, of course, growing the channel as much as possible. I think one day it'll be an absolute dream to kind of hit like a high number. I think my first 1,000 will be really cool. I think 100,000 is really out of reach, but you know, I can wish, I can hope. But yeah, the kind of reason that I'm doing this is my 100 subscriber videos, because it's kind of using Flo's idea of her 100,000 subscriber video. So I think that was kind of the reason why I'm doing this video actually. But yeah, my hopes for my channel is just to grow it as much as possible, try and do a lot of different style videos, and all in all just like enjoy myself as much as possible, because it's a hobby, so I need to treat it like a hobby, not as much a job. But yeah, I think that's sort of my plan. What is my least and most favourite thing about YouTube, or about doing YouTube? Which I think it's really hard because I do like most things about YouTube. I think the thing that I complain about the most is my editing, I feel like, and also motivation is a big thing as well, because I feel like editing does take me quite a while, because I'm just a one-man show here. I do all my editing, all my filming. I don't think I'd change that though, obviously not yet anyways, because I'm only on 100 subscribers. I don't need an editor, and a lot of my videos are quite low effort anyways, so that's not something that's in the cards yet. I think, yeah, my motivation is something that hinders the channel quite a lot, because filming, or trying to film, and like trying to create ideas and then actually carry them out is quite hard. It's like a lot harder than I expected, because sometimes when I sit in front of a camera I'm like, oh, I need to get ready, I need to have this planned, that planned, whatever. So I feel like what I need to do to combat that is to try and fit filming into a sort of schedule. So I know that obviously I did my Lincoln vlog, obviously all of the stuff that I've had planned before, like the Bach and Arthur useless hotline, all that stuff, it was already planned. I've just decided to film it as well, which made it a lot easier. But it's like I always have to make sure I'm doing 100%, and I can't always be doing that, which like I feel that's like the hardest thing probably about it all. But other than that, I really love it. I think my favourite thing is maybe like the community, because with posting on TikTok as well, promoting my YouTube, I meet quite a lot of cool people, and yeah, it's like seeing the numbers grow, which kind of seems a bit like, not narcissistic, but like I care about every single part, but it's to see that my effort is being enjoyed and that I didn't do it all for nothing really, which is why I was really happy when I hit 100. But yeah, so I think that's my favourite and least favourite. I hope I explained that well. I'm not sure if I did, so I apologise. Okay, I fear I'm only answering this question because it gives me the sort of bragging right. I got a question, and sorry, I'm very focused in my mirror right now, and the question was, how did it feel talking to Liv online? Were you nervous, and had you prepared what you wanted to ask / talk to her about? And yeah, I get to just like talk about that now. So it was Friday, last Friday. I got home from prom. Literally my prom dress is on there still. And I was just posting, I think I was posting a few videos on TikTok, like nothing big, and I was scrolling and I was like, oh my god, Liv's live, whatever, let's join. Click the, because I saw that she was letting people on live, so I clicked the request live or request to join, and I was like, this is not gonna happen, and then it was like, joining live in this second, turn on camera, turn on microphone, whatever, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I was obviously commenting being like, oh Liv, I have some things that I wanted to say to you, so obviously that is me kind of being prepared, or like knowing that what I wanted to say to her, but I knew that in the moment I'd just be really like too excited and just say whatever's on my mind. So yeah, I joined the live, and I was really nervous. I was shaking a lot, like I was like it was really funny, and I instantly was just talking. I was like, I don't know if you remember me, you might remember me, and she was like, I do, and I was like, I don't know what she remembered me from because I didn't ask, but I thought it was the YouTube and the TikTok video, because obviously on here I posted me doing Liv's makeup routine. I posted the same video on TikTok, or like a shortened version, and she commented on both of them, so I thought that that's what she'd recognise me from. So I said that, and she was like, yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I was the girl at the Bach and Arthur show that ran up to you and talked to you about chargers. And she was like, yeah, that's what I remember you from. And I was like, really? Like, I did not believe it, because I was like, I just thought it would have been from the YouTube video. It was very surreal talking to her in general, because I've been a fan of her since before she did YouTube and when she was just on TikTok. So I was like, oh my god, like I'm literally talking to Liv. Like, what the hell? And it was like really kind of like just a bit crazy. I was like, I remember I was talking for so long, I kept apologising, so I was like, I feel like I'm taking up all the time ever. And she was like, no, it's fine, because, you know, when I'm excited, I'm very excited, and I will just talk and talk and talk, which is also why, I don't know if everyone has seen the video when I was on stage at Bach and Arthur. I was on there for a long time and I was just saying words and I was very excited. When I'm excited, I just talk a lot. So yeah, that happened. So I was on live with Liv and I was like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, I guess in a way I kind of knew what I wanted to say, because I was like, I always wanted to tell her about the Bach and Arthur incident, and then I always wanted to tell her that I had made her a keychain as well, which didn't end up getting to her because a lot of the gifts didn't end up getting like given to Liv at the tour. If I do have quite a few clips of when I was on live with her, they're all on my TikTok. My TikTok will be in the description, or if I don't put it in the description, then it's on my channel description. So yeah, there's that. It was genuinely just really crazy. I was like, I don't know like how that happened, and I posted quite a few bits on TikTok about it, and there was some nice comments, like people being like, oh my god, you're so iconic, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much, what the hell. Which is really, really sweet, thanks guys. And also something that I wanted to address, I got a comment on, there was a clip of me and Liv talking about my prom and she called me pretty, and obviously I was really excited. It, like, my phone is really not good like quality wise, so it kept like when I was actually on the live it was quite quiet for me, and also like, oh, I don't know how to explain it. It, like, the audio is a little bit delayed. So on the actual clip, I got the clip from a secondary source. There's a video on YouTube of the whole live. I'll link it in the description. It's not my video, it's someone else's video. So I'll link it in the description. I'll put my timestamp of when I was speaking to her if you want to watch my part. But the whole live was really interesting, so I do encourage you to watch the whole live. Yeah, so on my phone, it seemed like really delayed. But then on the clip it looks really bad. It looks like I was just constantly interrupting her, which is, I felt so bad. And I was like, oh my god, it looks seriously so bad. It just looks like I was interrupting her the whole time, which I'm like, that really is not the case, because obviously I love Liv, I would never do that purposefully. So yeah, and obviously I was excited, I was just talking. I maybe, because of how excited I was, I might have lost a bit of my social skills, a bit of manners. I did catch myself speaking over her a few times and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. She was like, no, that's so fine, that's so fine. Bless her, she's so sweet. I felt really bad watching the clip back over again, being like, oh my god, I seem like such a bad person because of how much I was like interrupting her. But like, I was speaking to my girlfriend about it and she was like, no, you're literally, it's so fine, like, you didn't mean to. I think the audio was delayed as well. She was like, you're perfectly fine, Liv would not mind at all. Like, if you talk to her about it, she would not care. And I was like, yeah, but I feel so bad, like, I've been so paranoid about it. Bless, there were some people in my comments that were like replying to me like, it's fine, like, stop, don't do that, that's like really mean to say. I was like, guys, it's fine. I did interrupt her and I like hold myself to that, like, I was just excited, I didn't mean to. But another question that I got was, if I could collab with any YouTuber, who would it be? Now, I have a lot of people who I'd want to collab with. I filmed a TikTok about this. I'm going to go through all of them. Well, not all of them, because obviously there's way more. But I'm going to go through the ones that I put on TikTok, and because I'll put the pictures on screen as well, because I gave like a description of why I'd want to like collab with them. Maybe I'll extend a bit, but yeah. Okay, first time we've got Bach and Arthur podcast. I think this is a no-brainer. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm obsessed with Bach and Arthur and the podcast, and obviously because the chessboard's on there, which I have in my description. I'd love to do one of the Unsolved Mysteries episodes, or one like they did the murder mystery for the Simon charity match video. I'd love to do that. That's so fun. I think that would be my dream sort of podcast to go on, or maybe even, I don't know, if I were to do a podcast episode, it could be about like what it's like. I put any bronzer on my forehead, like, I don't think I did anyways. If I did, then oops. Like what it's like being a fan, or what it's like being a small YouTuber. I think that would be really cool. I'd love to do that. Like, Bach and Arthur, if you're watching, Jabber, if you're watching, like, hit me up, my email's in my bio. No, I think that'd be so cool. I'd love to do that. Okay guys, I knew it was going to happen. My device overheated, my camera overheated. It's so warm. This is, you know what, this is my least favourite thing about doing YouTube. When it's summer and my camera just overheats all the time. No, it's fine. We've got this. Okay, here it is. I'll try to look for my highlighter. Okay, what we were on about before, well, it's not really like anything changed to you, but before my camera decided to overheat and I had to take a break. Dream collabs. So obviously I said Bach and Arthur podcast. Chris, I've been a fan of Chris for so long. I think whenever people used to ask me, I'd say that Chris was my favourite YouTuber. Might have changed a bit because, I don't know, I feel like because of what I've experienced, I might be a little bit biased now and say that like Bach and Arthur are my favourite. I don't know. I can't make a fair judgment. But yeah, a Chris video I feel like would be so cool. I'm going to also, I forgot to mention, I'm going to do something cool with eyeshadow. So hell yeah. Yeah, Chris would be a dream collab. I think I always joke that I'd be on one of his videos where he'd do like a football video, but he'd need someone really inexperienced, which is where I'd step in. But yeah, or I'd love to do one of the, if he were to ever do a 3 Peaks video again, I'd love to do that. Even though, I mean, I can't really survive a work shift where I have to walk around all day, but that's besides the point. I'd lock in, trust. Obviously ArthurTV, my actual legend. I'd love to be in one of Arthur's videos. I feel like that in itself is a big dream, like, because, I mean, who doesn't want to be in an Arthur video? I'd love to do a gaming video with him, because we're both quite bad at games, but I feel like it could be funny because of how not great we are. Because as we know, Arthur doing the horror games, always missing things. And in my gaming video, I think kind of everything just went a bit wrong. So I feel like that'll be quite funny. So yeah, Arthur needs to get me on a video, I think. No, that's a joke. But I mean, I wouldn't say no if the opportunity came up. But yeah, that would be quite fun. I would love to do a video with Arthur, absolutely. Cam Kirkham. I watch, well, this is gonna sound really mean, but I sort of watch Cam's videos to fall asleep. I think his, like, but it'll always be older videos, not older videos, but videos I've already watched. Like, I will lock into a Cam video, but the same video I could fall asleep to, because his videos are just like, they're so long, which is perfect. But yeah, I feel like I'd love to do, because obviously he has the Patreon now where he does the, like, the movies. I'd love to do that. I mean, I don't really watch movies often, so if I were to do that, it would give me an excuse to watch movies and commentate on them, which is so fun. Like, I love that. So yeah, I feel like being on a Cam video, oh, I'd love it so much, like, genuinely. Oh, Sabina. I'd love to be on a Sabina video. I feel like, so I had Sabina, Liv and Flo all on this list, and I feel like all of their content is quite similar, and they do like the vlogs, like the vlog style videos, which is also kind of what I do, which is why I put them on the list. I was like, I don't know how we would collab, but we have similar style videos, so it would just work out, trust. But yeah, I'd love to do a baking video. I got like very specific with Sabina's. I'd love to do a baking video with Sabina, because that, or like a cooking video, like, or cooking or baking. If it was cooking, she'd have to teach me because I can't cook, but I do quite like baking. Fun fact, I was actually meant to have a baking video for this channel a very long time ago, and then it never got posted. So maybe that'll be a possibility at some point in the future, going back to what I want for my channel, I guess. But yeah, I'd love to do a video with Sabina, Flo or Liv. I also, when I posted the TikTok of all the people I'd want to collab with, someone was like, you and Liv should go to a furniture outlet, and I was like, absolutely, I would love that. It's so like, people on my TikTok, they know ball. I love it so much. But yeah, Sabina, Liv and Flo, some absolute dream collabs there. I do not even fare. Oh, okay, WillNE, I feel like would be a dream collab for anyone. Like everyone ever would want to everyone ever would want to collab with Will, which is like fair enough. Like I think on my TikTok I put I could never replace James, obviously, but like I'd love to collab with Will, like on like a like a products video. I feel like that would be really fun. I feel like, I don't know, like, oh, it would just be such a vibe, obviously. Oh, another one that I didn't mention, I didn't actually post this on TikTok either, but another one that I'd love to do is friends from work. I'd love to be in a friends from work video. Like, I don't know, like, obviously they did the dodgeball video before. Like, I think they should do either a dodgeball video against fans, or they should do some sort of like quiz, like a fan quiz thing. I feel that would be so fun. That I'd love to do that, genuinely. What is my favourite James song and why? Anyone who knows will know that I've been a fan of James for the longest time. I was a fan of the E-Boys, like a casual fan. I wasn't big on watching, but you know, it counts. And I was a big fan of James's streams when he streamed, and then when he got into music I also loved his music. So that's why I think it's so hard to just pick one, because all of the songs have such different meanings. I can do one per EP/album. I'm gonna give myself the leeway on that one. So I think No Left Brain. It might have to be, ooh, I might say New Face, just for Ed's sake. I feel like if I didn't say it then Ed would not like me very much. It's a joke, obviously, but yeah, I think I'll pick New Face for No Left Brain. And then for Bitter Tongues, it's gonna have to be Car Lights. I'm sorry, that song, I love it so much, and I saw James live 3 times last year and I sobbed to the song every single time. So yeah, I'll have to just pick Car Lights for that one, just for the meaningful sake of it. But yeah, and then Are We There Yet is really difficult. I think that is my favourite album of all time. It's when I properly got into James's music. I always was a fan. I was looking through I think it was my 2021 playlist, like, you know how it gives you those like playlists on Spotify that's like oh, you were listening to this in 2021 and No Left Brain was on there, like the songs from No Left Brain. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cute, I'll cry. But yeah, I think Are We There Yet was the album that really stuck out to me. It was like when I properly got into James's music. So it's really hard to pick one, but I think, I don't know, I have like written a lot, like when I was doing my schoolwork actually, I wrote about Romanticize This. I turned it into like a movie plot, so I do really love that song, but I also really love White Noise and Don't Blame Me. They all have such different like feelings to them, so they're all like very special. But if I have to stick with one, I think I'll pick White Noise. I love, oh, I completely forgot about In Between. In Between was my favourite song for such a long time. I cried when James took it off the set list. You know, I'll go for White Noise. I'll stick with that. Yeah, I think I'll stick with White Noise. That was a really hard decision. Don't Tell a Dog. It could be again, like Are We There Yet, it's got such different feels. Actually, I'm gonna say It's Only Love because that's the song that was made in reference when Sky asked me to be her girlfriend. Like on the shirt, on the front, it has the front cover with the dog in the mirror, with Jasper in the mirror, and it says It's Only Love. And then obviously that on the back that says Can I Boogie Forever, Will You Be My Girlfriend? So I'll pick It's Only Love. That's my comprehensive James song rankings. Not rankings, but you know what I mean. I actually have done a James song ranking before. It was before Don't Tell a Dog, but still. And for the fun of it, I'm going to claim a track for when his next album comes out. And we are not going to know until the album comes out what I've claimed. And I'm going to claim track 7, I think. I might have done that last time. I think I claimed, I don't remember what track I claimed last time, but it ended up being Food Poisoning. So wherever that is in the order of Don't Tell the Dog, I ended up claiming it. So you will never know until it comes out. Okay, my next question, so important, from Blaine.
How many Swedish fish can I put in my mouth?
I don't know. I haven't tried. Maybe next vlog. Oh no, my next video is going to be a podcast episode. Oh my god, spoiler alert. And I'm just going to smudge this out a bit. I don't actually like how dark this lip liner is. I think I said that in a vlog before. It might have been in my Arthur Hill video. I'm also going to do my hair as well, so that I'm not cutting this video short when I finish my makeup. Speaking of, that is my makeup completed. I'm not going to setting spray my face because for one, I haven't got any setting spray, and two, I'm taking this off as soon as I'm done. I fear. It's coming off. I'm going to film TikTok though. Back to the questions. What is my favourite My Little Pony character and why? I do fear I haven't watched My Little Pony since I was like, I don't know, I was probably like 7 years old, so I don't actually remember a lot of it. But I will say every time that I like played My Little Ponies with my friends, I was always Fluttershy. She's so me. I guess I'll just say that Fluttershy is my favourite character. I guess. I don't know. Okay. I kind of do fear that I ran out of questions. But I still wanted to do my hair. My only other question was, what is your favourite pizza topping? And I'm very basic. I do feel I'm very, very basic. And I will just have a pepperoni pizza, always. I think a really funny memory that I have was when I was at Blaine's house once. Like, this genuinely must have been like I I don't know, I'm trying to think, like maybe like 2022. But yeah, I was at Blaine's house and we were having pizza and he got pineapple on pizza. It was like frozen pizza. And I don't like pineapple on pizza. One thing about me, never give me pineapple on pizza because I'll not be very happy. And bless him, he picked all of the pineapple off the pizza. And bless him, he must have got like frostbite because it was before it cooked. So I was like, no, you'll still be able to taste the juices of the pineapple, like what the heck. Yeah, I was really not happy. That was kind of like a brat moment from me, I do fair. Where's my brush gone? It's here. But yeah, I'm very plain. I just normally do pepperoni, always and forever, just pepperoni. Now that I don't have any more questions, I guess this is a sort of section where I can just talk about literally anything that I want to talk about. And I think something that I did touch on in, I believe it was my mental health video, but something that I wanted to extend on because I know that I didn't talk about it for long because I was really taking up a lot of time and I wanted to give everyone as much time as I could without making the video too long. But it's about like how UK YouTube has helped me like in a lot of different ways. Oh yeah, I did talk about this on Live with Liv as well, but yeah, I got into UK YouTube in 2024 and started talking to people who are also fans of UK YouTube in 2024. So when I joined Twitter, actually, October 2024, I joined Twitter, which a lot of people would be like, no, don't do it, but it generally was one of the best things that I've ever decided to do. Yeah, which is where I started originally just as like a James fan page on Twitter. I just posted art, I posted everything to do with James. But yeah, I was still a fan of a UK YouTube. I weirdly wasn't a proper fan of Arthur Hill then, but I'd known about his music because my first ever song of Arthur's that I listened to was Fuck You, which was one of his really early songs. I think it might have been big on TikTok though, and I was like, I really like this song. But yeah, I wasn't like, I don't know, I wasn't like a big fan of his like YouTube or anything, which is really weird. Like, I don't know why. But yeah, I think that getting into UK YouTube and talking to people who are also fans has been something that has really helped me a lot. Like, guys, my freaking camera overheated again. Oh my gosh, when am I ever going to win? I don't even remember what I was saying either. But yeah, I think along the line of like UK YouTube and friendships, I met a lot of my friends through UK YouTube, through James originally on Twitter. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm just trying to straighten it. I guess that will happen. It's fine, I'm gonna pin it back. But yeah, it's something that I'm really thankful for, that I started posting about it and started like gaining friends and followers and started coming out of my shell because of it. But yeah, I think that's something that really helped me get over a lot of things in my life. Also, with the whole like chessboard thing, I'm gonna go back to it because why wouldn't I? I think that the fact that I mean, I was talking to Liv about this as well, with the chessboard being still on the podcast set, it's like, kind of feels like my efforts are appreciated more. I don't know why, because I mean, like, I got a lot of compliments from like people who saw the videos, but then also it was Bach and Arthur, like they decided to keep it on the podcast set, and so many people, like I'd seen so many videos of them talking about it. Dan as well, Dan and Mole, he made a book for them at the London Palladium show, I believe, and mentioned, like, let me put a very long message and a picture of the chessboard, and it's on his channel. Go see the video. Yeah, it was really sweet. But yeah, I think that I have a lot to thank for, and I have all of you to thank for as well. We're coming to the end of the video because I finished my hair now. Yeah, I have you guys to thank for sticking with me. I'm sure that a lot of you, or most of you, are from my TikTok, because I also recently hit 1,000 on TikTok as well, so I guess that can be a part of my TikTok subscriber hit. But yeah, I'm really grateful, and as Arthur said, 100 is a pretty big damn number. So thank you guys. This is the end of the video. I will be having a podcast episode out next week, or a podcast style video, and I promise I'll try and stay more consistent, and from here it's only onwards and upwards. Thank you.